Hi everyone and welcome to the SwiftFox Masterclass. Today we're covering off 3 additions to the SwiftFox website builder that are worth understanding together. The content carousel block, the link container block, and lastly, the ability to upload and use your own custom fonts. Each of these is fairly self-contained, but together they represent a meaningful expansion in the flexibility you have when designing pages. The content carousel gives you a way to present scrollable multi-item layouts. The link container lets you turn an entire section of content into a clickable link, and custom fonts gives you the typographic control to make your website genuinely feel like your brand. This session isn't a comprehensive walkthrough of every setting on each block. Instead, we're going to look at what each of these features is for, how they work in practice, and the decisions that matter most when using them. The link container is a layout block that wraps whatever content you place inside it and makes the entire block function as a single clickable link. It works like a standard container, similar to a single column or 2-column block, but with one important addition, a URL. This is useful when you want an entire card, banner, or section of content to be tappable, rather than placing a small text link or button and hoping people find it. The link container makes the whole area respond to a click. Inside the link container, you build your layout the same way you would with any other container block. The difference is the whole section becomes a click target. The link itself is configured in the block link settings where you enter the destination URL. Once that's set, anything inside the container becomes part of that clickable area. Link containers make it easy to turn a card into a clean single click target, which is exactly what you want when you're presenting a row of cards that point people to parts of your site. That's where the content carousel comes in. It gives you a horizontal row of repeatable layouts, and the link container makes each of the cards fully clickable. The content carousel is a block that lets you create a horizontal, scrollable set of items directly on your page. What makes it different from a simple image slider or a fixed gallery is that each item in the carousel is a full grid block. That means you can design each slide the way that you would design a section of your web page, with text, image, buttons, and whatever other blocks you need. This is particularly useful when you want to present a series of cards, testimonials, feature highlights, or any repeated pattern where the content benefits from being browsed horizontally rather than being stacked vertically. Creating a content carousel flows the same pattern as building any other layout in SwiftFox. You add items to the carousel, and each item is a grid block that you can customize with its own content and structure. There's no fixed limit on how many items you can add, so you can build as many slides as the content requires. In practice, the key is deciding what pattern you're repeating and designing one strong card that you can reuse across the carousel. Up until now, the fonts available on your SwiftFox website were limited to the standard set that ships with the platform. Now you can upload your own font files and use them across your site, giving you full typographic control over how your website looks and feels. This is important because typography is one of the most visible expressions of a brand. If your organization uses a specific typeface in its printed material, presentations, or internal documents, being able to carry that same typeface onto your website creates visual consistency that's difficult to achieve in any other way. Uploading a font is simple. Add the font file, give it a clear name, and preview it. If you're uploading multiple weights or styles, label them accurately so it's easy to pick the right one later. And remember, your changes only go live after you select Save and Publish. After saving, your custom font appears in the font picker, and you can apply it to the headings or body text like any other font. So to wrap things up, these 3 features are about giving you more design control over how your SwiftFox website looks, moves, and interacts. If you're just getting started, the simplest entry point is custom fonts. Upload your brand typeface, apply it to headings and body text, and you'll immediately see a difference in how your site feels. From there, experiment with a content carousel for any content that benefits from a horizontal browsing pattern, and use a link container wherever you want a whole section to act as a single clean link. Thanks for joining this masterclass, and we'll see you in the next one.